morning. Well, it's definitely foggy this morning. It was foggy in town and it's foggy out here. It's foggy all over. Thick fog. You can cut it with a knife. Or at least that's what my mama used to say. Have y'all heard that one before? Fog so thick I could cut it with. Anyway, yesterday I had a meeting, so I didn't get to go. Well, yesterday morning I didn't go live. Yesterday afternoon I did a silent live, but I was doing it differently so that I didn't have to sit and hold the phone because I get shakier when I have to hold the phone. And it took me a few minutes to get it straightened out. It was like having to think it through how to turn and situate the stand and turn and situate the phone and do all the things that I needed to do. But I borrowed Domino's phone so I could at least be in the chat. I need to, if I can do a silent this afternoon, I need to borrow her phone again. And of course, Rose called me 10 times while I was doing the silent live, but she didn't know I was on a silent live. I don't even know if you know that I do those.
I hadn't heard you say it before.
You had heard me say something about it before? Look at that fog. It was worse than this. The Domino's worker told me that it was bad. Man against nature. Or woman is against nature, as it be. Trying to get everywhere and do everything that you need to do. Oh, well, I guess nobody's out and about or looking at their phone this morning. I don't think I'm that late, am I? I just go ahead and sign in whenever I get into the car. Or it's really an SUV, but whatever. Whenever I get in, I send my message that I'm fixing to go live in 5 minutes. Most of the time. Almost all of the time. And I start my live. Joy, good morning. Yes, ma'am, it's foggy. The Domino's worker told me it was foggier than this. Though they're headed out to a party, so they're happy. There's a Mardi Gras. We celebrate Mardi Gras in Louisiana, and there's a Mardi Gras party at the event center. So they like to go and see and do, and sometimes there's bingo and or other prizes. So they like that. Yep, Rose is driving. I'm chatting and doing the camera part, and she's doing the driving part. Oh, but I'm headed to work, Joy. I'm not going to the party. I'm going to make my money, honey. That's Domino and my saying. Go make your money, honey. Vince! Good morning, Vince. How are you? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Mahru Zarel. I'm sure I said that all wrong. But good morning. How are you? I'm glad to see you. How is the weather in your neck of the woods? There's a FedEx truck. It's funny, I can see the white vehicles better than I can see the dark vehicles. Make that a little smaller. Yes, it is cool here. For some reason last night I had trouble warming up. I think maybe that's that I didn't have the curtains arranged the way I usually do. You're from Iran, Mahru. Well, nice to meet you. Is it hot there? Or is it cold like it is here? I mean, we're not very cold. It's only down into the 40s. But if you've listened to me, Nanner, before, 40s, I'm cold. I'm old, I'm cold. There's 7 people in the chat and only 2 thumbs. If y'all are in here and you haven't hit the thumb yet, please do so. It makes Algo happy and it makes me happy. Thank you, Joy. You and I were on the same wavelength. I was thinking the same thing when you put it in the chat for me. Thank you. It's cold where you are, Mahru. Here is always hot in the Philippines. So you don't have winter like we do, Joy, where it's like colder and plants die back. We love you too, Maru. Yeah, I'm always interested in the weather. That's one of the things that is very hard for us to predict. And I'm always trying to keep an eye on, though some days I'm not as good as other days. Because the weather can change like up to the last minute, you know? But I do try and prepare for it as much as I can. Yep, we have a staff meeting this morning, so I am headed to the staff meeting. And earlier, while I was helping Domino get her medicine and get dressed, I was dropping some, I'm not dropping them in the morning, I'm editing them and scheduling them. But I was closer to this afternoon, I'll start dropping them. Or the schedule will stop dropping them. I think a scheduler is a wonderful thing, especially for people like me that have a job during the day. There's just only so many places I can be at one time. And my day, my day job, my employer gets, second dibs during the day. My family gets first dibs during the day on my time, but my employer gets second dibs during my day. Maru, I am going to be 64 years old next month. So I might well be old enough to be your mama or your grandma. How was my breakfast? I had yogurt and I brought some cheese with me to have for breakfast. That's generally my go-to breakfast. How about you? What did you have for supper, Troy? Or what did y'all have for supper? And how's your nephew while I'm thinking of it? Wasn't he in the hospital here just a very few days ago? Let's see. Oh, mommy. Yeah, I'm old enough to be most of y'all's mom or grandmother. I'm pretty sure I have grandkids close to your age, Joy. You're what? Your early 20s? 1961, Joy. Your mother is 64 also. Wow. I am going to be 64, right? Yeah. I was born in 1961 and I am going to be 64. Yeah, I thought you were in your 20s, Joy. I knew you were fairly young. a matter of fact, I don't think when I first met you, you were even 18 yet. Because it's been several years now that we've been conversing. Okay, where's the road work? There's lots and lots of road work on this road, and there's lots and lots of fog. Some thick fog too, huh? Maru, you are 13. You aren't supposed to be in school right now, Maru. I'm not even sure how you got in here. My my streams is supposed to say 18 plus. So if you're 13, what are you learning in school, Maru? Tell me about it. Joy, I'm young, but I'm an auntie. Babysitter, your baby nephew. I know, baby. You're a good girl. You, been watching your nephew for a while. How is he? He was sick. How is he? Oh, there's the, construction on the road going on. I knew it was around here somewhere. I am good, Maru. What are you learning about in school, Maru? What's your favorite subject? So there's 4 people in the chat. I'm sure y'all heard a few seconds ago there's a kid in here. So everybody behave for a little while. Oh, more construction. I'm interested in all the in construction, but I'm not worried about it, except on days like today when I find it hard to see it. But Rose sees much better than I do, you know?
They're apparently starting to worry about parades.
It's hard if baby is having sick. Yes, ma'am, I know it is. It's really hard when they're sick. Do what?
So apparently they're starting the Mardi Gras parades like this week.
Mardi Gras parades. Cool.
Apparently
It's
Sundays.
really not very cold here. It's only 40, I think 46 last night. You know? Like I said, I'm just a baby and I'm cold and whiny. Probably because I'm old. I'm whiny. Mardi Gras parades. I'm not going to go, but maybe Domino will, or maybe Rose and the kids. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? How are things in your neck of the woods, Kelly? I'm whining about my 46 degrees. I bet y'all are colder than that. You can turn off the heat if you don't need it.
I have it on because it keeps talking.
I need to turn the vents so they're blowing up towards the window. Okay. I shared your live stream. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having a good day so far. I woke up kind of achy, but that's nothing new. Domino was in a fairly good mood. Got her organized, her medicine, dressed, and she's off gallivanting at a Mardi Gras party today. So They seem to be happy like that. And when they get bored or she gets to the point where she just has had enough, they'll go to her house during the day while I'm still at work. How's Mrs. C? Is she still feeling bad? I've been praying for her. Ooh, it's got nice thick fog right there. The whole intersection is stuffed with fog. See, we're coming up to the hospital up here in a few blocks, and that's one of the things that I have an ex-daughter-in-law that's an ambulance driver, but that's one of the things that concerns me is, they're trying to rush around and get people help, and all this fog out here. It's not a good combination, especially right around the hospital. Mahru, did you leave? My dear. I don't know how that child got in here. I thought when you marked your video 18 plus, they couldn't get in. Well, maybe if they're on a parent's YouTube, maybe that's how they managed to get in. Yeah, watching one of my grandkids, if there's some way to figure it out, he will figure anything out. So, my daughter Domino has a really cheap phone that doesn't have a whole lot of memory, and he figured out how to download, what was that other social media? Not Facebook, not Snapchat. He figured out how to download Snapchat, and I'm like, no. But no, I really don't care. I'm just amused that he figured out how to do it by himself. So he's taken some STEM classes in things like computers. Because some of the STEM classes have... Do what?
Tech.
Well, isn't computers part of tech?
Yeah. But you're saying STEM. Well, I think STEM is like science.
Oh. Yeah, I got the words mixed up. Like usual. Anyhow, whatever it is, because we pay a fee and then they give him like a laptop a couple of times as part of it. Good morning, Mrs. Queen Sunkissed. How are you? How's the weather in your neck of the woods?
I actually need to call and work on that, don't I?
Yes, ma'am. Because it is foggy, foggy, foggy. There's going to be another tech, that's the right word, tech camp this summer. So we're going to call and make payments. It's very rainy there. Well, it's kind of wet here, but it's not wet from rain. It's wet from fog. And, of course, I was whining a little bit that it's in the 40s and I'm kind of achy and cold. But thankfully, I'm not in some of the colder parts of the United States or the world, for that matter. But yep, fog all over the place, and it doesn't appear to be burning off. Sometimes as the morning goes on and the sun is out, it like burns off the fog, but not this morning. Well, you know what? I am on the road to the Little Books a Million strip mall, and that means I'm close to work, so I'm gonna get off. We had 4 thumbs today. I do appreciate your help. Um, hey, big sons. Yeah, it's foggy, huh? But I'm just getting off. I'm sorry you're at the end of my, okay, I gotta get off and talk to my daughter because I'm almost at work. Y'all hang in there. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I know, like, you decided to spend, Green, you decided to spend time with me and you could have been 100 other places. Y'all take care. Bye.